You won't believe what's coming next on Coronation Street. Let's dive into today's drama. Lisa Connor-Swain and Kit Green are still hot on the trail of Theo Silverton's killer in Coronation Street, and, this week, Summer Spellman is the #1 suspect. As Summer comes to blows with George Shuttleworth, when Christina Boyd is caught in a taradiddle, George is forced to tell the police what he knows. Has he sealed Summer's fate? And how will Todd Grimshaw reply to what he's done? The Driscoll clan continues to deteriorate, with Maggie and Ben forcefully at odds. As Will's internal health continues to helical and indeed little Susie finds herself in bother, can anything fix the shattered family? As Daniel Osborne finds himself the victim of a vicious comb, will he fledgling fellowship with Jody Ramsey hurt or help him? Meanwhile, Sarah Platt struggles to manage in the fate of her assault, Sam Blakeman struggles rage on, and Roy Cropper shows off the new and advanced Roy's roles. That's enough teasing, isn't it? Let's get into the spoilers. Monday, May 18th. Maggie's falsehoods continue to unravel, and when Ben returns home to find a blubbing Maggie in Eva Price's arms, he's met with a plea to go readily on her. When Daniel laments that he feels unfit to face the world, Jody tries to bolster him by claiming that she saw Cassie Plummer and that Bertie is deeply missing him. When Daniel heads to #1 and discovers Bertie is having a great time, he heads home to defy Jody over her falsehoods. At the same time, George and Christina's eyes fall on Summer when they discover her journal, including a passage that details her putting a gun to Theo's head, while Tackle discovers commodity that puts her forcefully in the frame, and Sam hears Roy tell him that nothing can be trusted. Tuesday, May 19th. Summer is interrogated by Lisa with Kit's discovery, while back on the road, Todd goes to club for her. Latterly, George questions Summer further, and a flashback reveals what he saw. Ben is repulsed to learn that Megan Walsh has been released on bail, and further infuriated when Maggie comes to family lunch. After being forced to tell a wounded Will that Megan is out, Ben snaps when he learns that Ollie invited Maggie, and he lets both Ollie and Will know about Maggie's secrets. Meanwhile, Fizz Dobbs worries to Carla Connor-Swain about Sarah, who's offended when Carla gives some of her work to Michael Bailey. Roy proudly shows off his recently decorated cafe, and Daniel becomes the target of an online comb who alleges he knew what Megan was doing and that he'd preliminarily prepped Summer. Wednesday, May 20th. Sarah continues to unravel at work, and after she makes an admin error and loses her temper, Carla tells her she needs to take some time off and she heads to the Rovers to get drunk. Summer fiercely reprimands George over his allegations, and suggests that he killed Theo. Latterly, when she discovers Asha Allahan and Nina Lucas tattling about her, she's about to explode when Gary Wind-ass swoops her down. Christina is caught in a taradiddle by the police and pushes George to tell them what he knows. Away, when Daniel admits to Jody that his comb, truth-teller, is notoriety who knows him, she points him in David Platt's direction. Thursday, May 21st. Will confides in Tim Metcalf that he's on edge with the knowledge that Megan is presently free, and while Ben tries to bespeak a family vacation, Susie's jest causes yet more drama for the Driscolls. Eavesdropping George admit to Christina that he's told the police of Summer's falsehoods. She panics and flees. When Todd finds Hermit getaway, she admits that the American University are flying her out this autumn, while confessing that she's scarified the police are coming for her. Coincidentally, Carla demands Sarah take some time down from work. Friday, May 22nd. Daniel treats Jody to lunch when she announces that it's her birthday, but the mood sours when Shona Platt arrives and reveals that Jody's birthday isn't until December. As Summer remembers a substantiation who can confirm her justification, shamefaced George admits to Todd that he gave the police to information they demanded to arrest Summer. Away, while cutting his PE test, Will seeks retreat in the firmament, where Bethany Platt finds him and offers support, drawing on her own jests of being prepped. However, when she touches his hand, Will explodes. Coming week on Coronation Street, Lisa Connor-Swain and Kit Green make Summer Spellman the focus of their murder disquisition. She becomes their high suspect, but how important is she hiding over Theo Silverton's death? Away, Jody Ramsey faces further opposition after her rearmost crazy jest, while Will Driscoll continues to struggle after Megan Walsh's arrest. Our 26-picture exercise offers a skulk peep at what is in store. One Monday, May 18th. Christina and George are shocked after reading a runner from Summer's journal. It describes putting a gun to Theo's head. Suddenly, Summer returns. Will the couple defy her? 2 Monday, May 18th. Maggie's deception is not over, yet she finds herself caught up in further falsehoods. 3 Monday, May 18th. Eva takes pity on Maggie. Ben is uneasy when he finds Eva assuring his blubbing Mama Can Eva move Ben to go readily on Maggie? For Monday, May 18th, Roy continues to support Sam. Sam remains worried after recent events. 5 Monday, May 18th, there is an unforeseen shift in the discussion. Roy warns Sam that he should trust no one. As Sam struggles to make sense of effects, is this really what Roy is telling him? 6 Tuesday, 19 May, Lisa brings in Summer for questioning. This follows a disclosure from Tackle. 7 Tuesday, May 19th, Summer is easily under pressure. How important is she hiding? 8 Tuesday, May 19th, the Driscolls deal with another stunner. Megan has been released on bail. 9 Tuesday, May 19th, Maggie arrives for the family lunch. She reveals that Ollie invited her. 10 Tuesday, May 19th, Ben isn't impressed as far as he is concerned. Maggie isn't welcome. 11 Tuesday, May 19th, Tyrone leads Fizz into the cafe. He covers her eyes, hyping up the refurb work that has taken place after the fire. 12 Tuesday, May 19th, Roy shows off the results. He is veritably proud. 13 Tuesday, May 19th, the place does not look any different. Will Fizz and Chesney still be impressed, however? 14 Wednesday, May 20th, Sarah is not managing at work. She loses her temper after making an error on an order. 15 Wednesday, May 20th, Carla suggests that Sarah should take some time off, but she latterly finds her drunk at the Rovers. 16 Wednesday, May 20th, Daniel confides in Jody. He explains that Truth Teller, his internet comb, is easily someone that knows him well. 17 Wednesday, May 20th, Jody suggests that David could be responsible. Is she right? Or simply causing trouble again? 18 Thursday, May 21st, George admits to Christina that he has told the police about Summer's falsehoods. Christina suggests that it's only a matter of time before the police come looking for Summer. 19 Thursday, May 21st, Summer overhears every word. Panicking, she slips out of the door and makes plans to leave for university in the U.S. sooner than planned. 20 Thursday, May 21st, Will catches up with Tim. He explains that he cannot relax now that Megan has been released on bail. 21 Friday, May 22nd, there are fests for Jody at the bistro. Jody has told everyone that it's her birthday. 22 Friday, May 22nd, Jody loves being center of attention as everyone sings to her, but also Shona walks in. 23 Friday, May 22nd, Shona reveals that it's not Jody's birthday until September. How will Daniel reply to Jody's crazy taradiddle? 24 Friday, May 22nd, Bethany spots Will at the Firmament. She decides to head over and show her support. 25 Friday, May 22nd, Bethany draws on her own experience of being prepped. She tries to offer some advice. 26 Friday, May 22nd, when Bethany touches Will's hand, he reacts poorly. Coronation Street's George Shuttleworth becomes the first major suspect in the riddle over Theo Silverton's death tonight. The original mortician faces scrutiny following a ruinous discovery in the laundry handbasket at number 11, which hints that he has commodity to hide. Trouble unfolds as George's mate Christina Boyd finds the muumuu that he changed out of on the night of the murder. The point of apparel has visible bloodstains, so Christina makes a parlous plan to make sure that it's not spotted by the police when they pay an unanticipated visit. Sadly, with DS Connor-Swain on the case, it's not long before she's caught red-handed. As George is arrested and ordered to explain himself at the police station, he points out that Theo was injured during an earlier altercation in the flat. George and Todd Grimshaw have both been open with the Bobbies about how they were forced to overpower Theo in tone defense, locking him in the bedroom. Unfortunately for George, DS Connor-Swain can spot inconsistencies in his story and does not feel completely induced by what he is saying. Could George have been responsible for Theo's death? Suckers can see how the interrogation plays out in full when the occasion airs tonight on ITV1, or it's streaming beforehand now on ITVX. Before this week, Corrie heads put George on an unsanctioned list of 6 suspects for the murder alongside Todd, Christina, Gary Windass, Summer Spellman, and Danielle Silverton. Fans can anticipate George to fiercely protest his innocence, but this could be a cover for a deadly crime. A Corrie statement lately teased, everyone on the road is floundering to comprehend that one of their own is a killer, but for the suspects, the fight is to keep their secrets hidden. This month, the pressure mounts to a breaking point as the quest for Theo's killer commences. This week we'll see Todd, George, and Gary face a grilling, and in the coming weeks, Summer, Christina, and Danielle follow in their steps.